हिंदी तो सारों को आती है, राइट? सो वो इजी होगा कि मैं वही कर लूँ. मेरा नाम अब्दुल राफी है और मैं ट्रेडिंग कर रहा हूँ. जी जी. यू डोंट. ओके, सो लेट्स डू इंग्लिश. नो प्रॉब्लम. इंग्लिश तो नो प्रॉब्लम. Okay. I was actually waiting for one person. Should we call it? Okay, okay, no problem. We'll. No problem. Absolutely. No problem. No, absolutely. There's too much traffic over there.
Yeah, outside is so much. I mean, like too busy.
No problem. No problem. No, check please. Audio.
I think he's trying to find the place.
Oh, yeah, no problem, sir. कोई बात नहीं. It's okay. It's okay. You have training experience?
Not an expert like you, but a very little bit. Stocks.
That's good. I'll put it on Instagram as well.
आप पाकिस्तान से हैं?
जी जी, मैं पैदा पाकिस्तान में हूँ, ग्रो अप इधर हूँ. तो पाकिस्तान में मैं रावलपिंडी के पास एक छोटा सा एरिया है गुजर खान के नाम से, लेकिन ज़्यादा मैं कराची में रहा हूँ, शाह फैसल के पास, तो इसलिए उर्दू ज़रा ठीक है. तो 95 में इधर आ गए थे. 95. फिर मेजॉरिटी इधर ही. इंस्टाग्राम.
मैंने 10 डिजिट की भी ट्रेड्स किए हैं. 2 तो प्लस में थी, बाकी सारी माइनस में.
नो प्रॉब्लम, कोई मसला नहीं. असल में इसीलिए हमने ये लाइव ट्रेडिंग का शुरू किया ताकि आपको एंट्री पॉइंट मिल जाए कि हाउ इट वर्क्स.
मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट तो एंट्री पॉइंट.
यस यस यस,
कि आपने इन कहाँ से होना है.
एब्सोल्युटली.
और ये जो कुछ ये जो है स्ट्रक्चर, ये लाइन, ये कंफ्यूजन करती है.
नो प्रॉब्लम, नो प्रॉब्लम. So by the way, this is a Friday market for S&P, so we'll go over it, how everything works. So as soon as he's here, can I get a confirmation if YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, super areas, and TikTok is okay for audio video? So that way. No problem. Hey, how are you, sir? Good. Instagram is okay. Hopefully TikTok is okay, and YouTube and Facebook should be okay. Okay, I'll begin. My name is Abdul Rafi, and I've been trading for past 12 years, and just trading stocks, options, currencies. Crypto came in about a few years ago, but I was always struggling to trade, meaning that I didn't have a good entry. Yeah, I made money, but I lost money too, right? So 2 years ago, I joined this company. This is called Win Lifetime, right? Because there are a lot of software out there that help you become a good trader, right? So for everybody knows what we're talking about in subject, right? Trading. Nobody is new to any of this, right? So I'll just jump into it. So in any market, doesn't matter, stocks, options, crypto, forex, spread bidding, doesn't matter. All you're doing is predicting that price has to go up, or in the stock market, we have another good option called shorting, meaning if the price is going down, you can predict it will go down, they'll give you money. So regardless market is up, regardless market is down, I always wanted to be a trader, right? And for the last, out of the 12 years, 10 years, okay, I made money, I lost money. I wasn't really consistently winning. So then I heard about Win Lifetime on radio. I came here, I joined the course, and now I teach it full time. I now own a franchise and few other in UAE, in Calgary, in on Highway 7 Weston, where you came. So my idea was that, okay, here, anybody, if you still, they advertise it, and anybody who comes here and sits here, they sell you and teach you one-on-one, and but there's a lifetime license you buy. So in order to come to this facility at this location, when you hear the radio ad, Win Lifetime, come learn to trade, they're going to ask you to start with at least $7,000, right? So that's the core, that's the software you have to license yourself for the whole period of, and then you have to pay approximately $300 a month. If you're sitting online, and if you want to sit here, spot one of these seats, it's $1,000 a month. So that's a different program that we run here. So my idea was, I have a lot of guys who want to get into trading but don't have a lot of money. They said, you know, it's okay, we want to learn. And before Win Lifetime, a normal trader, how they trade is, we have a website called tradingview.com. Everybody rushes there, and we put our symbol in there, and then we start analyzing the data. Right? How do we analyze it? We start making some charts, and we start looking at some indicators. So that's a normal way of trading, which is fine, nothing wrong with that. But I have found, for out of the 12 years, last 10 years, I found most of my time was consumed by just drawing lines. That, okay, I just was missing the entry points. So, and I knew that day trader makes the most amount of money with least amount of capital, right? So they go in, they make a few points, and they exit, whether it's stocks, option, currency. Hey boss, how are you? Have a seat. So doesn't matter the market. What I was looking for is a system where I don't have to predict, right? So then I found these guys, and now what I do is, I've taken their system, and now we are in subscription model. So the way the system works is same thing, same software, same course, same everything, but the idea is you don't get to come here. You actually just do it from home. So you are anywhere in the world, and we came up with a fee called $10 a day model. So our software costs you in Canada only $10 a day, meaning that, and that's as long as you want to keep it. It's only month to month. You can go 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, doesn't matter. But before that, we give you 14 days for free. For you to try, we don't enroll you anything. There's no payment, nothing. You come in, you sign up, and you try the software. If you like it, you continue. If you don't, no big deal. It's okay, we move on, right? So 14 days absolutely free. Requires a Windows computer, whether a desktop or a laptop. It requires at least 16 GB RAM, because it's pretty heavy duty software, right? And number 3, iCore 5 or 7. So that is the recommendation of the software. We load it on for you. We give you 12 years of knowledge in 12 hours of videos. For the new guys, sometimes it's just going too fast, because I've compressed everything, like what a diversion is, overbought, oversold. Some guys can pick it up faster, but most people can. But out of the videos, I recommend to use the software at least 10 days out of those 14, because you then understand how it is. Because I can give you so many theories. I can give you YouTube, I can give you PDF, but until you use it, it's not going to make sense to you, right? And I still think 14 days is not enough for you to get a grasp on it, right? So, but we get you started. Here, we get you started slowly. So it's like, instead of me asking you $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, because you're going to say, well, I got to spend $7,000 on the software. I can learn on my pace. When will I start to make money? Then you need your capital. Then there is a monthly fee, right? So then we launched this subscription model, and really the benefit happened after July, because the platform we use is called Ninja Trader. So that's the platform. You have trading experience, sir?
Previously, but
Previous.
I lost.
Okay, no problem, no problem. That's we're here to change that, right? So,
I played like I trading 3 years ago, 3-4 years.
okay,
ago.
okay.
And of course I make money, but I don't know how
No.
to close the deal, like how to close
The actual,
profit and-
no problem. So no problem. So the idea was, first of all, we wanted to get this because Ninja Trader 7, we had no option for you to lease this software. I mean, subscribe this software. You came in for the last 10 years or so, you bought it, you kept it, whether you liked the price or 7,000 or not, we had no option, right? So you just brought in your laptop, you came in, got the classes, and the monthly subscription of the services, I'll explain you took it or not, it was up to you. So the idea was that, okay, how do we, so Ninja Trader 8 started as of July 1st or so, and then gave us a very big opportunity so I can take this software and put it on the cloud, right? So the idea was now I can sell this software over the internet to a lot of guys out there, and which means that I don't have to now give you guys lifetime license. So we came up with an option called $10 a day. $10 a day idea is if you want to use our software, our services, our areas, our everything, we'll only charge you, and I'll tell you exactly why we came up with that one particular number. So the roadmap is, you send us a message, our team will say watch 2 videos, download Ninja, download your super areas, and then you start with at least 12 hours of videos. So you start to watch it, video 1, 2, 3, and we expect most people to go through the videos in about 2 to 3 days. Some knowledge is very basic and some is very advanced. Don't worry about it. There are a lot of trades happening. You don't have to understand every single thing in those 12 hours. So because now we have a feature called live streaming. So where I sit here and I actually coach you along the way what all of this means. So that's how the business model started, and now we are now taking this worldwide. I have like students from UK, UAE, India, Pakistan, everywhere. Australia, New Zealand, so they tune in, and once you learn to trade this system, doesn't matter what instrument, what stock, what currency, crypto, doesn't matter. It works with everything. So the idea was, first of all, that we wanted to get this software in the hands of as many people out there as possible, because to us $300 a month is affordable. Affordable in a sense, because if worst case scenario, well, I'll show you some charts here after, you are able to make $20 a day. Worst case scenario. Like, I mean, what the idea was that if you made $20 a day, this fee should not come out of your pocket, period. We didn't want this fee to come out of people who are having a second or third job, and then they're like, now I have to finance this project and especially so those people who signed up on a lifetime license basis, they know what they want, right? So they dedicate $7,000-8,000, their capital, their laptop, their time. They come here Saturday, this Sunday. So there's 2 different type of individuals. Some want to start. You can always get into lifetime license, no problem. Like you can start slowly and then come into and get this, not a problem. The lifetime license costs you $25,000 plus HST. So that's the cost. We have sold this. So this is what we charge. That means there won't be any monthly fee for you forever. So you'll get the areas, you'll get the software. So that's the full package. But anybody who's really wants to get in, that's a big number out there, right? So they're going to say, hey, what are you selling us that we can recover this, right? So we said, okay, no problem. Let's go into the subscription model. So it's $300 a month. And it's only month-to-month commitment. There is no that after a month after 14 days you don't like it, don't get it. After 1 month, don't like it, don't get it. But most people can easily recover this $300 within doing what? An hour trading a day maximum. And what time? Around 9 o'clock in the morning. And I'll explain you how the roadmap of the course works. So you're a trader, you want to do trading. So for 14 days, we have to give you everything for free, right? and make sure that everything works and you understand it and you have everything. So we have to get you some paper trading account. So you're a trader, and the platform we use is Ninja Trader 8.1. So just so you know, the markets you're going to start trading in those 14-day trial is the futures market. It's not stocks, it's not options, it's not anything like crypto like that. So it is S&P 500 futures. So it's called ES, that's the symbol. ES, December is the contract right now. I'll get into that later. So just so once you learn how to use it, doesn't matter. You use futures, crypto options, everything stays the same. And I'll show you, you can scan Apple stock between it. You can scan Bitcoin through it. So nothing changes in terms of fundamentals. Third is, it's all about brokerage and everything, but at the beginning for first 14 days, we'll get you trading S&P 500 futures. So you trade that, you learn the software a little bit, and after 14 days, if you're comfortable, you can go into live trading. If you're not comfortable, keep trading papers, because paper trading it doesn't cost you anything. We have a roadmap that if you want to do funded trading, meaning that you don't have to put any of your money, that's called a funded account. We have that option as well. And then we'll guide you if you want to get a real account, how to do like a broker, select a broker, commissions, everything is down the road. But the idea is at the beginning is understand what it's doing. So what we have written here, this software, is at any given time, it is doing 15 different types of calculations. So 15 calculation is, for example, what's your trend of the market current is. So because we are in day trading, remember, so everything is happening at nanoseconds, right? So this is a Friday morning 9:45 chart. So just by looking at it, rather than you do the analysis, rather than you drawing the lines, rather than you doing anything, we basically gave all the job to the computer. And we added some, there's a couple of APIs called Smart Money. You can Google them up. So we connected that. We connected an AI API to it. So the idea is all of it is happening for you. So you just have to sit and pick the price. So for example, I'll tell you exactly 15 different types of calculations are happening for you. One we call is trend. So your trend is there. Second one we call it, like you have triggers, 2. You have small triggers, 3. You have bands, 4. You have the values of higher high, lower high. That's 5. You have Bollinger Bands, 6. You have moving averages, 7. You have strength, 8. On other charts, you have night session, 9. And you have value area, 10. And then there are some micro calculations happening for you. So rather than me spending all my time trying to figure out, hey, where do I buy it? Because whole idea of a day trader is, I'll show you this depth of market. Now every single DOM looks a little bit different. That's called a price ladder. So in Ninja, that's how it kind of looks like this. So any given time, you're just predicting if the price is going to go up or down. If you do the right prediction, they award you. If you do hey, how are you doing, man? If you do the wrong prediction, they penalize you. So this is 100% gambling. Stock market, options, crypto, forex, it is 100% gambling. If you're right, but it is gambling only if you don't analyze anything, right? So yesterday I gave a long message to somebody. He's like, oh, I'm not joining it because in a Muslim culture it's considered haram. And I gave it very clear that if you only have this and you're just throwing your money that, hey, I think it's going to go up. In our software, there's no I think. There is zero I think. With definite, you have to be able to know which way the price is going to go. Whether it's stocks, option, crypto, doesn't matter. So we have to take the risk out. We have to take this uncertainty out, right? Is it going to go up or is it going to go down, right? So the idea is just by looking at this, our software is calculating and telling you the best entry. So once you over a period of time, you understand how the software is working, You become a day trader, and then there's no more gambling part. So the gambling is you go to casino, like on a roulette or cards, everything is random. Like this is pure math, and we're just analyzing it with 16 gig of RAM and iCore 7, and we take the gambling part out. So down to exactly, if I'm going to enter, that's my maximum loss, and that will, for example, this line right here, we call it, you'll hear us saying a lot. So every trade has to happen from a midline. So from my software here, like Win Lifetime software will calculate everything for you. All you have to do is just sit and wait. So here we don't trade. We just sit, and that's why the tagline says we get paid to wait. So whenever the price comes to what I want to buy or sell, that's what we enter. We don't randomly enter that, hey, if it gets to overbought, we short it. If it goes to oversold, we buy it, right? So that's where, and all of this is included in your manual, your learning, your teaching, everything. So that's basically the overview of what we do here. And of course, the software, once you download it, install it, study the guidelines, you'll know how to use it. So now start an interactive session, and I'll answer everything as kind of we go, right? So, any question?
Are you going to give examples like now? Can you show us some?
Yeah, for example, so first of all, so a lot of times our software, what it does is around 8 o'clock in the morning, it'll give you an indication of the market based on historical data. And it is very accurate. So those are called reversal points. So if you log on to superareas.com, 8 o'clock in the morning, you can know if the market is going to go up or not. So now knowing that is your power, right? So for example, just to be able to know exactly at 9:30 when the market, by the way, futures market is open 23 hours a day. It's not bound by 9:30 to 4:30. Futures market, futures index, everything is open 20 because European guys trade us. Australasia trades us. So Bitcoin is open 24. So this market is open 23. So for example, this is a Friday morning, approximately 9:28, right? And if you knew the direction, so we had told everybody, the software, that hey, pressure is down, base is down. You can calculate all of that. But once you know it, all you have to do is, for example, around 9:30, pick this trade. So at 9:30, you were able to short the price from here. So exactly, you just pick that trade, and that's it. That's all you got to do, and I'll explain you how to pick that trade.
Is that the chart?
That is the chart, right? That's what you will see on your computer in live, like within the 14-day trial too. And in 14 days, we absolutely don't hold anything from you. We don't hold any, it's not like we give you a demo version and this is a full version. This is live market data. Everything is happening 100% live, right? So
I have questions. So what does that mean? Is the magenta colors
Yes.
is selling points, right?
yeah,
But it's showing the green candle. What is that?
I understand. So first of all, she's been on a trial, right? So she's going to ask a very specific question. मैं थोड़ी देर बाद आता हूँ. So idea was at 9:35, right? The software was plotting. So I'm going to just come to exactly right here. So this is 9:31, right? So my software was telling you that it's a selling market, number one, because based on what? My background color. That price is going down. Forget about the candles. Number two, it actually gave you a precise signal and says, if you want to sell, sell at this price. There's a price that's coming on that line. So any given time, people say, hey, can you open a Telegram or WhatsApp group and give me signal? I said, man, you have the signals in front of you. It's just running. So my software is saying 43.83 is the best entry to sell your stock, or short it. So sell it first. So everybody knows what shorting is, right? So basically, And if you're predicting the price going to go down, and they'll give you money. In S&P 500, every time the price goes down 1 point and you're correct, it's $50 they give you. Every time the price goes up 1 point, they give you $50. So they take it. So of course that's same risk. If the price goes against you, you lose $50. So our idea is to predict with the best analysis possible and with the best entry. So at exactly 9:30, our software says, hey, short it at this price, right? So let's come to 9:35, and what happened? So price comes and it touches it right here, and from 9:34 to 9:45, you know how much money you would have made? Almost $400. So you just picked one ES Mini, you hit sell, you hold, and in 10 minutes you made $400.
So, but with that, it touches before the point that you.
Yep.
So the magenta line touches the bar.
Yeah, this is called the midway between sellers and buyers, right? So that's what the software will explain everything. So any given time, there are 7 different type of trades happening, 7 different types of trade. I'll go through it. The power of our software is called black candle. You see every time the price reversal, there's a black candle, right? You see that, right? So we have a 100% surety that every time a black candle comes, price won't change the direction now. Meaning if the black candle is coming to the upside, until next black candle comes, it will continue to go up. Black candle, like every type of candles we have tested, and we have, it has taken WLT well over 6 years to perfect that. So the moment black candle has come, it won't change the direction. That is 100%. That is, you can go and test it. Test it on sim paper, no problem. You can go back 5,000 bars, no problem. By the way, none of these bars that we wrote work with time. They work with an algorithm called smart money, number one. And they doesn't work with volume or anything. Sometimes if there is no smart money or the bots or the volume is not there, just sit there. So this is not bounded by any 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute chart, nothing like that. So only if the smart money is there, it will move. If not, it won't move at all. So that's number one difference between us and other candle bars. And our candle, whenever the black candle comes, price won't reverse. So first type of trade is, regardless what you see, green, yellow, doesn't matter. You see a black candle, you start buying here. You see a black candle here, you start selling. Buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling. So any black candle you see, so that trade is happening like a microsecond. Just go in, buy, sell, right? So,
Which is the frame we can use?
sorry?
Trading which frame? 1 5 minutes?
No time. No, use hours. This is not bounded by any time at all whatsoever, right? So that's what I meant. Like there is a custom, like when you take our charts and our software, we say don't play with any settings because we are controlling it from the cloud, right? If there's an update, we'll send it to you. Don't change it to match any patterns or times or nothing at all. So the first type of trade is happening all the time. It's called candle to candle. So every time you see a black candle, go opposite. You see a black candle right here, start buying. You see a black candle here, start selling. So it doesn't matter how the back. So that's one type of trade that you can go in and out and make $200, $300, $400 at any given time. Second type of trade is we have a chart that calculates what happened from 12 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. That's called the night session. So we have an exact method in calculation. If the night session is high, you can take those few points. So that's a second type of trade, you can do it. Third type of trade, and the most common trade, is called the trend trade. So this is, everybody took advantage on a Friday, right here, it's called the trend. So your trend was bearish. मैं आपका आंसर करता हूँ. 15-10 chart is red. 30-20 chart is red, right? So the rule is 15, 10, 30 both have to be in sync, same color. Number 2, if the color is magenta, you have to stay in selling. You have to short the trade. If the color is green, you have to buy. And last is from where? Which line? Right here in the middle. So bring your cursor. You have to bring your cursor right here and put your order. So what I would have done is at that time my midline is 43.83. I would put a limit order there in the sell. ठीक है, जाके सेल में लिमिट ऑर्डर लगा दिया 43.83.
मेरा लिमिट ऑर्डर जो था वो वर्क नहीं था, मुझे समझ आ रही वो कैसे लगेगा.
अच्छा ठीक है, मैं अभी आपको सेलेक्ट कर देता हूँ. So the idea would be, so just go and put a limit order right here. Okay. Now what is your insurance? Of course you can't open a stock but if it goes against you, right? Every single trend trade you have to put a 3-point stop loss. You can't enter futures market trend trading. You need to know your loss. That's it. You can't okay, of course we have right here, what if price breaks, a trend changes? It's going to empty out your bank account. By the way, futures is very risky, but very fast and very rewarding. So the way futures market works, if you put $1,000 in your account, right, they will let you trade, no problem, but they will only keep your trade open until this becomes a 0, right? So futures market, be very careful. Nobody should be trading futures without a stop loss, period. Futures gold, futures silver, future S&P, futures Nasdaq, doesn't matter. You see the word futures, you make sure you put a stop loss. Otherwise, it can go with you or against you in a matter of microsecond. So right now I planned my trade. All right, I'm going to do a trend trade. So this is my entry. What is 3 points? When we talk about points, every time 1 point goes up, you make $50. 1 point goes down, you make. Now there's even a smaller mark in this. It's called micro. So because a lot of people said, hey, we don't have even that much money, so they introduced a micro S&P 500. Every time $1 goes up, they give you $5 or they take away. So you can even narrow it down to how much you want to gamble in terms of people want to trade, but they don't have money. So they even came up with micro trading. So what happened is right here at this time, I now know 43.83 is my entry. Okay, I understand. What is my exit? What happens is if the market changes, 43.86. I will put my stop sign here. That's it, done. Your trade is done. There is nothing more. So what you have done, you're like, all right, your computer is saying enter here, and I'm telling you exit at a 3-point or 12-tick loss. So you know your loss. You know that in this trade, if I enter this, I will take a 3-point loss. 3-point loss in a mini is 3 times 50. So you know 3 times 50 that my maximum risk is $150 maximum risk. So that's my stop loss. If you ever call me or text me, I lost $300 in a trade, I just simply ask you, man, come on, you didn't put a stop loss. Because maximum loss you should have is $150 or $15. If you're doing the micro, you could have lost only $15. That's it. That's the maximum you should lose in any trade, mini or micro. 3-point rule. We have it here.
And what about the profit loss?
I'll tell you. So what happens is, market, you picked it up right here. It went against you 1 point, right? So this is called the reversal point, pullback, retrace, however you call it, whatever, right? And then it just went down and fell 10 points in your favor, right? So it fell in your favor. So generally you take that stop loss and trail it. That's it, nothing else. So price went 1 point, I would bring my stop loss at my entry. So you can automate that in Ninja, no problem. Everything is there, just practice it. So if the price falls 3 points, I'll just keep chasing it until it hits my stop loss. And like I said, it fell 9 points from this price, right? So let's do a little bit of math. You entered at 83, it finished at 75, right? So it went against you from this peak to this bottom, by the way, is 9 points. So this 1 point, you don't care. Now here, then you are left with 8 points. You should at least, from this trade, you should have gotten at least 4 points. 4 points at least at minimum. So 4 points times $50 is $200, right? So you enter the market at 9:30. So at worst, this is a worst case scenario trade, right? Same idea. You pick your next trade, third trade, fourth trade. So on Friday, right here, I actually sat with a few guys and let's do live trading. That, okay, I wrote, okay, my first mid-band failed, right? This is called a mid-band. Right here, it failed. Then we tried third, fourth, fifth, second. At the end of the day, I was up $362 by 11 o'clock, right? So there is no way you can go wrong if you just follow the system. Don't analyze anything. Just go in and just follow what the software is doing. And then there's trade called overbought, oversold. You use it on 30-20. There's a trade. If you want to have zero loss in futures trading, we have a trade that happens every maybe 3 to 4 hours. It's called a diversion trade. You just sit there and that's it. Like that diversion does happen. When it gets confirmed, people send me a message, hey, I've made $300, I made $200. So the idea is that I'm going to answer the questions later after, guys, sorry. So the idea is, just simplify your life at $300 a month. You can use it as people who are trading already. You can continue. Like my cost when I'm a day trader, it's approximately $1,000 a month. I pay $35 a month on TradingView. I pay about Alpha News to get the earnings calendar. I have few other subscription. I have Connect to do Ninja Trader with options and stocks. I pay $99 from Ninja themselves. I pay my broker fee. So all of these are fine. But a normal trader who wants to make $100, $200, $300 a day, expect around $500 of month. The Canadians, your fee. And now you see, so if you, since all of you are Canadians sitting right here, your cost would be $300 plus HST here, $339. Because you're in Canada, it's unfortunate for us, Ninja charges us $99 per month. It doesn't come to me, I don't get any commission from it or anything. You just have to pay. If you're outside of Canada, it's free, $0. So that's why outside of Canada, we charge people $300. Because hey, everything by the way you earn is US dollar, right? So if you made $200, you made $200 here, by the way. Now you can do this in gold. I can open gold right now and it'll show the same thing. I'll open crude oil. I'll open like natural gas. I'll open, if you want to see gold market right here, it behaves the same thing. The gold contract is right here. So now it's loading gold right here. So enter here, enter here, enter here, enter here. Background color is green, buy. That's it. Background color is magenta, sell. Enter here. So this trade is happening from 9 o'clock. Your first mid-band hit, three times, let's say even, that's $200 trade right here. See, another $100 here, another $200 here, maybe $50 here. And you were done by 11:51, $300, that's it, right? So, the cost is this. 14-day trial for free. After 14 days, you like it, all right, we continue. No. It doesn't take any paperwork, take nothing at all. So $99 you have to pay your Ninja Trader. There is a broker fee. Like for futures market in Canada, you have to go to a broker called GFF or AMP Futures. You cannot trade futures in Canada with Interactive, with CIBC, with TD. No, nothing at all. It doesn't work. You can trade options and stocks. You can do Canadian futures. A company called CMC Markets does it. But American futures, because S&P 500 is traded the most, right? And it's the most easier in terms of understanding news, inflation data, all of that. So that's what we get you started with. And why do we do futures? Because you can learn all of this very cheap. Like futures market, you can open up an account for $250. You don't need thousands of dollars capital, like options. Like why we go in futures. Let's say you want to trade, hey, somebody say buy Apple, buy Amazon, buy Walmart, right? In an options and stock, the broker requires full payment. Meaning if Apple is trading at $200 and you want to buy 10 stocks, you have to have $2,000, right? Forget about analysis costs right now or anything. So that's why we go futures, that you can learn the system in futures for very like pennies and then apply it. For example, anybody in the world tells you to invest somewhere, just say no. Because first you should go through your own analysis. Don't just buy randomly, hey, let's buy Bitcoin. Why? Because two things could happen. Buy gold, buy Bitcoin, buy XRP. You can, by the way, scan XRP through this too, no problem. It works with Coinbase. So if your favorite instrument is crypto, I can show you Bitcoin right here. So this is micro Bitcoin, MBTC, I believe it's in somewhere. There you go. So this is, again, same idea. Buy here, sell here, right? So doesn't matter, this is a GPS software. It works for everything. Doesn't matter the road, doesn't matter the country. It will, I know some of you are thinking, man, this is too good to be true. It is, because it's not really for retail investor. Big banks use it. Big institution in New York use it. So it is there, we're just now bringing it to retail investor at a fraction of, so something, if you think like doesn't exist, doesn't mean it doesn't. Like if you don't know, it is there. We've been using it for the last 12, people short natural gas with it, if it's overbought or oversold. Let's see, let's put in Apple stock right here. I have an account here with Connect. I'm going to connect right here, APPL. So this is Apple stock. People were shorting Tesla, It's just going to go through the data and bring you Apple stock. So the idea is $339.99 US dollar, a little bit of a broker. So this is Apple stock right here. So if you're trading Apple on a, so sell here, sell here, sell here, sell here. Within what time? 347 to 353. So, doesn't matter the platform, doesn't matter anything. You don't have to use Ninja. I have a lot of guys who just use Ninja to analyze, and they trade on Meta, they trade on Binance, they trade on OctaFX, they trade on Plus, they trade on Questrade, they trade on Interactive. So this is just a tool. Right? And we'll give you the best damn possible tool to make sure you have very little loss, right? And Ninja is just a tool to plot your analysis, right? And it's happening at if you have no experience in trading, yeah, use Ninja for trading. You put in some money in futures account and start trading, right? And why we take you in a smaller route of $250? To develop a habit. Because what happens is, you're going to say, all right, I have money, 2, 3, 4 grand, I can invest. I said, no, don't. The reason is, we want to try to get you with $250 US dollar in a broker account and trade micro S&P. If you, those were new. Because the idea is, I'm not after, you should take that $250 and add $20, $30, $40, $50 each, every day. So at the end of the month, at least you should have, at least let's say 2 months, $1,250. So if you have a habit, a good habit, you can take $250 and turn it into $1,250. If you start big and you lose, you're gonna say, hey, I lost money, this is not for me, I wanna cancel. Trust me how easy it is. In seconds, people who come here, where we charge $1,000 a month, I have guys, if they don't make more than $500, they're angry. They just have a bad tone, right? It's just the way the industry is. You pick one good trade, let it ride, you're done, right? $500, $600, $1,000 a day. That's my personal computer. I go walk up, I trade something called a diversion trade. And our software will plot everything for you. Pure diversion, and that's a risk-free trade. Meaning that if the price, I'll explain you people who are studying, that certain time you can plot pick up a diversion trade and you won't go wrong, right? So, and then there's something called a gap trade. Then there's a position trading, people who hold the trade in like overnight. So in futures, it's very expensive to hold the trade overnight. So we have this particular, this is called the 60-minute. Now again, this software is for anybody who has zero experience, because we have a claim here. You can breathe, you can trade, right? You don't need a lot of, you don't need a lot of experience on trading. We'll just have to follow the midline, right? So, for example, this is a 240-minute chart. Right now, S&P, NASDAQ, every market is oversold. It's a bloodbath. Anybody who's watched the market, and as a day trader, I don't care. I go with the flow.
And the middle ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਹੈਗੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣਾ
ਨਹੀਂ different chart ਹੈਗਾ.
ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਗ੍ਰੀਨ ਆਏਗਾ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਗ੍ਰੀਨ ਨੂੰ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਅਵੋਇਡ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ
ਨਹੀਂ, we go with the flow. We don't like, okay, tomorrow could be a green, right? Day after could be a red. This is current, right? I don't care. Tomorrow morning I'm going to get up Sunday at 6 p.m. If the market is going, I'm shorting. If the market is going up, I'm buying long. That's it. So this is for position trader who can quickly analyze how far the market has fallen. Every time, mostly on these charts, if the market has fallen below this band, it's good time to buy. But then you have to hold it. You have to have a holding position power. I'll show you one more chart. People who just wait for crude oil to go overbought, oversold, and then, it's just every different, this chart. And let me throw in crude oil, or Tesla even. So this is crude oil data loading, and every time it was over $92, we knew that it's overbought. That price has to come down, right? So every time, this is the biggest chart that we have. Every candle is 1 day, right? So when the price got to here, we knew it's overbought. So the price, hey, let's not buy here. So people who are doing position trading or long term, they can quickly say, hey, it's out of the band, not a good time to buy. Hey, it's out of the band, not a good time to buy, right? It is near the band, bottom, yeah, okay, I'm going to go long, right? So I have right here, $62, May, really good price to buy, right? Every time crude oil moves $1, you make $1,000. Every time natural gas moves $1, you make $10,000. So I have a lot of guys who just take 2 trades a year. Right now they'll buy natural gas, they'll start shorting it in March, right? So $5 if you just, let's say, but you have to have big account, meaning $50,000 open contract. I'm just not saying that you're going to make that kind of money with $250, right? So with $250, you'll get to learn the software, not, but again, I have every single type of trader out there who trades S&P micro all the way up to natural gas, right? So, and you have to pick a broker that has open contract. They'll let you hold in either way without an expiry. Because futures contract, by the way, do expire. The reason is most guys, they want you to not like trade over and over and over, right? So if you are holding one whole year, they make no money on you, right? Of course, you can hold, and if you have $1 million sitting in the account and just buy one mini, they want to close your trade by end of the quarter. You have to close your trade, right? So that's a problem with futures trading, right? So here, like I said, looking at every chart, this is a 1440, meaning one candle is 1 day. I have 4 hours. I have down to micro that, and I have a lot of guys who pass their funded account evaluation through that, right? So the idea is, again, it's very expensive for somebody to invest $25,000, because then if you should see our presentation that happens for these people who want to pay, they're very serious, and we have to speak for 4 hours. For you to give me $25,000, you have to have a knowledge, right? Like it's a prereq for a lot of guys out there. They will question like our guys, like, down to microcent, because what they're spending is $25,000. So they know the value, right? But that's why my presentations are somewhat short and precise and interactive, because I'm asking you to invest $300 a month, right? And so it's the same material, same everything. This is subscription, and only difference is you don't get to come here and sit. Now we have live stream. You can see it all. Live stream is 25-second delayed deliberately. Why it's delayed? The reason is if I'm taking a trade here, you take a trade there, I'm now legally responsible for your actions. So that's why live stream, we delay a little bit, because the idea is by the time I take in trade, you're already 25 seconds behind, right? So we are safe. Here, we cannot tell you where to enter. We have so powerful thing, it'll trade for you, right? But no, we are a software company. We're not financial advisor. Our software will give you the best possible smart money algo in and out. We're not consultants, we're just software. That's why even the live stream, like I said, is delayed. So you can look at my trade and you can understand the concepts and you can ask me questions, but you're not, we're not trading for you and we're not telling you where to enter and where to exit, right? So for example, we'll tell you there's a diversion coming, guys, and you can ask us live questions within the morning, everything, right? For example, some guys took advantage right here. Right here. This is what we call a diversion trade, and I know people who made money there, right? Making $1,000 a day is a joke, to be honest. But when? After a year. Go slow. Like set a target. I can teach you everything about everything in this industry. I cannot teach you discipline. If you don't set a daily target, if you are not disciplined, nothing I can do, right? The idea is, yesterday somebody asked me, hey, how do I control myself that my target is $300? And I spoke to that person. I said, man, you have made $300 in 90 minutes. Why jump back in? Because some trades could go in your... So once you're done your target, close your computer, go home, do something. Go out there and spend the money, right? So that's how I cannot teach you emotional, like, hey, can I take that one next trade? So that is on your own, right? So we'll get you started with the 2-point target, meaning if you're doing ES S&P 500 mini, just make $100, right? And rest, just switch to simulation. I'm not saying don't trade, just don't trade live. So that means that out of a month, you should have $2,100 US, because the market is open only 21 days out of a month. So because of weekend. So set $100 a day target. 100 today, 100 tomorrow, the day after, day after. And if you made $300, tomorrow start again with $100. If you made $500, again start tomorrow with $100, right? Because people, what happens is emotionally, psychologically, if you made $300 and tomorrow you only make $75 because no trades came, you're gonna feel, hey man. So every single day we ask you for reset. There's this rep sitting here from Mercedes. Other day I went to pick him up. Every single thing I calculate is my payment based on points. You know, my kid breaks something at home, I'm like, oh man, this is gonna cost me 4 points, right? So it's unfortunate, it's a curse, that's the way, just the way. If other guy was saying he got a parking ticket, oh man, I lost half a point there, right? So, because we can just quickly go in and just, why this business satisfies me? Because I don't have to rely on anything. I have a skill that I've required. If I need to make money, I'll just look at my chart, go in, make $300. So I'm very certain about my future. I don't care how big you are, what kind of business you run, wherever you are, you're always not certain about the future, right? You're like, what if a recession comes? What if my real estate prices go down? This is one business. If you have gotten like recession proof, 100%, just know where to enter. If the market is going down, short. If the market is going down, up, go long. And each day you can, this market is, people don't understand how big it is. $6 trillion is just in Forex. $23 trillion is in everything. And nobody is losing money, by the way. So what we say is, money just moves from pocket to pocket. This is a zero-sum game. So if this was a market, 4, 7, 10, 12 people, everybody put $100 on the table. 5 p.m., 7 p.m., one person is going to have $120, one person is going to have $80. No, okay, by the way, none of us create any value here. Nothing. All we're doing is there's 100 traders, 98 or 96% are losers. We want to be the other guys. We want to be the not. And how you can do that, it's very easy. Discipline, persistence, follow the software, and that's it. So now I'll take any question.
So for that divergence trade, so you just wait for the divergence to the upside and then you enter when the price goes above the middleband. Right?
Exactly. Like,
So you
let
wait
me
the divergence to the
say,
upside, right?
give me a second. Diversion happen. Diversion has to happen on higher highs, not. Let me pick a diversion trade. Now this is a diversion trade. Higher high, right? Second higher high, but no higher high. I would enter here and look. And market falls 5 times faster. Like, it's panic right now. Everybody's selling because on Wednesday, interest rate in US didn't go up, but they said they may. And that has now made everything. And Canadian market is expected to go crazy 2024, 2025. Unless they do a magical reduction in interest rate, a lot of renewals are coming up. We are worried for Canadian economy, big time, because it's overbought, big time. It's overinflated. I think TD is the most shorted bank in Canada right now, right? So, but then again, it's analysis. We don't care, right? It's fine. We go in, we enter, we make $300, we get out. We don't. And I have a lot of guys now with the ability of $300. They're making. I have one guy. I always give his example. He came to our office. He's like, he's got like 2-3 houses. He's like, I smoke, and it's costing me $20 a day. Can you help me just get $20 a day out of this so that habit is not funded by my other income? And he doesn't have to worry about money, but all he cares is gets into micro, he sees $20, he closes the trade, he's like, Dabbi nikal aayi, right? So that's how it is. I have guys who only want to make $100 a day because interest rate has gone up. That adds up quickly, right? So that adds up $500, $600, $700 a month on interest. It adds up on your car payment. So again, I have people who sit here and they make $1,000 a day. It all depends on what your target is, right? So, but here we're giving you a platform that first you test, and so I don't have to sit here and prove anything, right? I don't have to prove my account or anything. Just take the software and test it. Like, क्या जाएगा 300 at best, at worst, there's no course fee. People out there charge for every single penny. That, hey, if you're going to do this, I'm going to charge you. For broker, I'm going to charge you. So when we were developing this system about 2 years ago, I said, I'm not going to charge for anything. You pay me one fee, $10 a day. I'll help you with the broker. You want funded account? No problem. I'll help you out there. Because there was no single person who was giving an all-in-one. They were saying, okay, just here's my PDF on how the pattern work. Here's my PDF on how to do broker. Here, there is no other fee here than more than $300 Canadian for Canadians, and for Americans on outside it's $300 US per month, right? Because they save on the Ninja fee. So that's pretty much my presentation. I'll take questions, no problem on. Handy? Sir, देखो, let's say तुसी खुद करो ना, खुद करके देखो, almost 80-90, as long as ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕਿਹੜਾ mid band safe ਹੈਗਾ. The question he was asking, what is your surety about the line, right? Again, download the trial, go back 5,000 bars and test it. Just write it down. See, 1, 2, 3. Because what happens is I can tell by looking at it that this midline is safe or not. You will be able to get that. That this trade I'm going to do, for example, trend change, first line, 2 line, 3 line, 4 line. After 3, the ratio goes lower and lower. Because what is happening, while this is hitting midband, we have another chart that is sitting right beside it, right? So I'll show you right here. So how you can judge which we call it the midline is safe or not. So I'll play right here to the latest, and I'll play. So that way exactly I was sitting here and I told people, look at how far. One passed, two passed, three passed, four passed, five passed. So let's say you made $300 here. After three, it's about 70-30. After four, it's like 50-50. After five midlines, it's about 90-10. So 90% it will fail. The reason is, while this is getting touched and going up and up and up again, we have another indicator saying, hey, it's getting overbought. So be very careful. It's getting oversold. Be careful. So because every time it touches, the other chart doesn't move. So one is pass, two pass, three pass, four pass. You're like, I entered here and it failed. Why? Rafe said it failed. Of course I said don't enter, like make sure there's certain things have to match, right? Certain things have to match. Like this has to say HH, right? So rather than you analyzing, you just have to watch. HH, so this is green, so one is HH, one is my green, my background, number two. Number three has to be on 30-20, not overbought. So again, we teach you all of that, right? So अब मुझे लगता है आपकी गलती एंट्री पे आ रही है, लेकिन आप यहाँ से नहीं एंटर हो रही.
यही से हो रही है, लेकिन वो जब मैं होती हूँ तो वो साथ ही कलर चेंज हो जाता
नहीं, लेकिन देखें आप फ्राइडे को आपने टेस्ट किया?
है. हाँ.
अच्छा, फ्राइडे को देखते हैं, मैं आपको एग्जैक्ट बताता हूँ. ये फ्राइडे की मार्केट है. सो अब 10 बजे फ्राइडे को पहली दफ़ा टच होता है, नहीं चेंज हुआ. 10:03 पे दूसरी दफ़ा टच होता है, नहीं चेंज हुआ. 10:05 पे तीसरी दफ़ा टच होता है, नहीं चेंज होता. 10:10 पे चौथी दफ़ा चेंज होता है. अगर आप 5वें में घुस गए हो तो ऑफ कोर्स चेंज ही होना है, क्योंकि उधर ओवरबॉट हो गया. नहीं दे, क्विकली देख लिया करें कितने मिड बैंड्स आ गए हैं. क्विकली पीछे जाके बस 1 सेकंड में देख लें कितने मिड बैंड गुजर चुके हैं. क्योंकि हो ये रहा है कि आपका 30-20 का चार्ट एग्जैक्टली उस टाइम पे 10-15 पे वहां ये सिचुएशन बन जाती है, वहां पर पिंच हो जाती है लाइन 30-20. हमेशा हम यही कहते हैं कि आपने मिड बैंड देखना है तो 30-20 को तो देख लेना कि ओवर सोल्ड तो नहीं है या ओवर बॉट तो नहीं है. सो ये एक आपकी चीज देखनी है फॉर श्योर. Any questions?
Sorry.
No problem.
I have a question. So, I'm sorry. So the 12-hour training, right? So it goes with the trial period? Or
Yeah, it does. So
can we start the trial after taking the 12 hours?
see, the thing is, because the software, the way the whole cloud system is done, is take a trial maybe on a Friday, right?
Okay.
And then use Saturday, Sunday as that, and then you kind of, test it Monday to Friday as a practice, and then, because again, my live stream is there, my question is there. Okay, to be honest, before you jump into live trading, take 1 month after the trial of still do demo, right? So at worst, like I said, you'll lose $339, right? But you'll learn ton of information. That's for, right? So don't worry about trying to squeeze everything in a trial. Just invest, right? Some people out there charge for $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. I'm saying, hey, spend $339, and that's how, you could do it.
What is 30-20 and
So when I say 30-20, these are the name of the charts. So we have a chart called 15-10. We have a chart called 30-20, a chart called 60-minute, 240-minute, 1440-minute. But those you don't have to look for it. As a day trader, this is the best setup. Just watch this. If the price is going down, I'm going to enter from the midline. If the price is going up, now this is not trading view. This is done on our own algo is written for NinjaTrader, so it's not on TradingView.com. So if you haven't signed up, you send me a WhatsApp message. Area code is 647-228-0694. My team will reply back with 2 YouTube videos and a referral code. All you need is a Windows computer. You can install it, you can test it, and then go from there. Yeah. Area code is 1 and then 647-228-0694. So send me a message. Somebody will reply back with a bunch of instructions. Watch video 1, watch video 2, because you're going to need a machine ID, something like that. So everything it's explained, like I literally explain, I hold like cards and I explain, hey, do this, do that, right? So no. And after 14 days, no problem. It's up to you, right? We're not here to, force this down your throat that, hey, buy it. Of course, when we sell for 25,000, we stay here for 4 hours, and because again, we get grilled down, right? Forex, overbought, because then those guys are very technical, asking really important questions, right? So we have applied now for this subscription model to like Dragon's Den out there to see if we can take this to a next level, maybe pick up a big entrepreneur to help, because the reason is we want to get to 1 million users, and I'll explain you why. You say you have built such a great, why are you selling it, right? Why? So the way we approach trading is a little bit different, because every business out there is scared to create competition. So if you are a good plumber, you're not even going to tell your brother where to buy it, because your trade secret is your business, right? So your trade, like in trading, it's opposite. If I buy something, let's say gold stock or Apple stock, I have to tell everybody, hey, can you buy it? Can you buy it? Can you buy it? Price goes up, right? So trading is replication. So that's why I'm trading. I want you to trade, I want you to trade, and you to trade, because if everybody trades in the same direction, price goes up. So the reason is we do very well on our lifetime license model, no problem. Seminar is full. You can come and sit with us for 3 hours on a Saturday. So that's not offered on subscription. It happens from Saturday from 12 to 1 o'clock till 4 o'clock. But again, be ready to invest big chunk rather than a subscription model. Number 2, now with the subscription model, we get a residual income coming in for our business. Hey, more money for us. Number 3, it actually now we want to carry up to 1 million users and make a group and a community. So if we get a good diversion signal, I can throw it out and I can say, hey, gold is at diversion right now, 30-20 check. All 1 million doesn't have to buy, but I'm sure you guys have heard what happened to GameStop, right? GameStop, the whole crowd in the community got together and really beat the heck out of the bankers, right? So same idea. If we have a good enough pool and we say, hey, Rafe is buying gold at 1946 from a lower band, anybody wants to jump in? 2, 3, 5 out of 1 million, 1,000 will buy. It's a big volume already on 1,000, by the way. 2,000, 5,000. So that's why now we want to approach this to 1 million users. So that's why we want to keep the price to everybody who can afford $300, because it's very reasonable. Because one thing we know, $300 is a number where you can easily recover and you're not going to feel the burden, right? So if of course, if you buy $25,000 software, you lose some money, you're going to have some bad thoughts about me, my company, everything. Hey, yaar, unhone loot liya, aisa nahi hai. But still, we'll sit with you, guide you, no problem. We're not leaving anybody behind. And you get all of that. You get the areas, you get the software, you get live stream, you get coaching for that as little as $300 a month. Right?
So for the 14-day trial,
Ji.
do we have to start on our machine, and can we come inside over here and
You have to install it on your own computer, right? You need your own computer. If you go on Highway 7 in Weston, right now we're running a promotion, no cost, you can come and sit with us in the morning. Exactly. You don't even have to have your own computer. We have 4, as long as you can get a seat, because sometimes it gets busy. No problem. For 14 days, don't even buy anything. Come to Highway 7 in Western office. Second office in Westwood Mall. So, but it's a smaller booth because it's a kiosk, and you can like use our system, no problem. Just to test it, absolutely no problem. But most people out, it doesn't work on Mac, doesn't work on iPad, iPhone. It needs a Windows computer to be able to do it, right?
So we can test it on your system and then apply.
Yeah, no problem. Absolutely no problem. Highway 7 Western, 8:30 opens. Come sit until 4:30, no problem. But and test the mid bands, no problem. And watch me on the live stream, no problem. Hey, because we have to be able to like stand up behind my product, right? That hey, like, and no problem, absolutely.
Should we bring our laptop?
If you want, if you don't want to even bring your own laptop, if we have a spare one, we'll give you. You can test it for 14 days and sit there and use it and see. But come around, don't come at 12 because the volume has gone down. Best volume is 9 to 11. 9 to 11, market moves. And for example, don't come in a day where there's high impact news, meaning that they're going to announce interest rate, they're going to announce inflation data, CPI data, PPI data, because then the market is going to change like this, and you're going to say, no, मेरे trend ही नहीं hit हो रहे. लेकिन उस दिन, जिस दिन high impact news है, हम कह देते हैं और लिखा होता है वेबसाइट पे, don't trade during high impact news because trend will change in 1 minute by. At that time, you use 30-20, overbought, oversold, overbought, oversold, because it quickly gets overbought, quickly gets oversold, right? So you pick a different trade that day when there's no trend trading. If you, like divergent trade, pick those, right? वो जल्दी आ जाती है. So I personally love high impact days. So high impact days was last Wednesday and Thursday. So you have, we tell you all these websites, there's no additional charge for that. You just go and see 8 o'clock, they're going to announce something. They're going to announce something at 10 o'clock. They're going to announce, like interest rate generally happens at 2 p.m. And when they started talking, same thing. This was fireworks, up, down, up, down. You can't keep up. And the only market we tell you not to trade is NASDAQ. Because NASDAQ is way too fast. But our software predicts the reversal points. So you should trade on those. So for example, if the price gets overbought, sell from there. If the price is oversold, buy from there, right? So simple as that.
Can you explain the other indicator about the RSI?
ये वाला 32.
The one on the top.
कौन सा वाला? ये वाला? ये moving averages.
Moving
These are so these are your strength RSI. This is your Bollinger Bands, and within it is moving averages. So each candle is a dot here. So look, black, 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 black. Each dot candle is one dot here.
So that's like 9, 21, and 50 or something?
Yeah. So for example, right here it will say 20 bars. So these would be 20 dots. So these are just representation in Bollinger Band moving averages.
Them bands on the top, they also like a Bollinger Bands?
They're different support and resistance, right?
See, that's a very good trade there. That short trade there.
Right here?
The top, right there.
Yeah.
It also made divergence down here.
Yeah, but see the thing is here, diversion is there, but it's not confirmed.
Okay.
Right, so that's the only thing. All right, so send me a text, I'll send you all the details, right? All right, no
उसको
problem.
sell नहीं ना कर सकते green अभी.
No, don't sell, buy. Because देखो, diversion इतने confirm नहीं हुई, right? तो इस वास्ते मैं इतों buying ही चाहिए रहूँगा, जब diversion कितने confirm होगी, green होगा. It has to turn into, but I'll explain all these in the videos. It's all in English, you don't have to worry. It's okay. Any other questions? Okay. So yeah, my team can reply back as soon as this is done.
So we don't do before because before I do like forex and I'm just new beginner. I make
Yeah.
money but I don't know how to.
No problem. Here's this. Once you're done your S&P 500 futures,
Which is the safest?
doesn't
we
matter.
as of, like, we want like safe.
If you want a little bit smooth,
Yeah.
gold. Gold kind of moves with not rapid swings, right? Gold does better. Crude oil is somewhat okay. The commodities that are world traded. The reason why we choose S&P 500 is number one, it's the most traded index in the world. And We just know, and plus we can predict it. Meaning, if the interest rate is coming, hey, we know it's going to go crazy. If it's inflation data, employment news, CPI, PPI. So yeah, so the idea is why we choose this is if you have a person who has never traded before, we kind of can give a full framework, right? Okay, how to trade, how not to trade, how to put a stop loss, right? So other commodities kind of like oil works with, like if Russia and Ukraine have a problem, oil prices. If OPEC does, but then you follow different news. Like the natural gas is supply and demand, what is happening in Ukraine, right? So, and OPEC is altogether a different beast, right? So, but this is somewhat getting you started. And then once you master this, I don't care which, like I said, you can start trading stocks, options, cryptos, Forex, doesn't matter. Let me see if I have a Forex data coming into me. Let's see, European, there you go. So this is Euro, I believe Euro USD. So same, buy, sell, so it doesn't matter. This is, my software will do an x-ray of anything and don't let anybody fool, hey, buy this, sell this until from where, right? So this is right now a European, right, on December 23rd contract of Euro USD. Yeah, send me a WhatsApp message on our, and I will reply you back. So +1 647. Yes.
Excuse us.
Oh, no problem, sir. कोई गल नहीं.
Sorry about that, we just had an internal joke.
Oh, no worries. That's okay, man. That's okay.
एरिया दिखा सकते हैं मेरे एरिया का?
हाँ जी, मैं एरिया दिखाना है. वो जो एरियाज आते हैं ना आपके लिए मॉर्निंग में, उनकी भी पावर है कि आपने उसको देखना होता है कि मेरे आज के रिवर्सल पॉइंट क्या हैं. तो वो नंबर्स मैं दिखाता हूँ. सो आपने गए सुपर, no, you don't have to pay for Ninja on trial. It's free. All right, let me see. Yeah, you should. Areas are, if like in,
We do trading on the super.
no. Superareas.com will give you information on reversal points for today. It will give you live stream. It will give you.
When you starting the day.
Yeah, you should log in and take a look at. For example, we'll paste everything. So right here, what you have is. When you log in, it gives you all the tools, like you can send an email, group, Telegram, TikTok, everything up there. Right here is your course training videos. So you can click here and the study is there. So video 1, video 2, so 12 hours of videos, right, is there. What else is there? You have this live stream. You can click here and send anyway. And so whatever I'm talking, it's getting there to you. So that's your live stream from the classroom. You have this. So we have a short market brief. 9:30. We will tell you what could go, which way, and an extra prediction right here. So next is your morning areas. For example, Monday to Thursday. So this is the reversal point. So let's take a look at it. Thursday. So that if market was supposed to, so this is your R1, R2, expected high, extreme high, S1, S2, and we have areas for the last 10 years. And I can send you the last 10 years PDFs, and you can go and see that which way the reversal points were there, right? So this gives you, so then we have a buffer point that from 1470, superareas.com, you can go and watch the videos. So for example, if this was to, If the market opens, generally 95% of the time, the market will bounce between S2 to R2. Well, sometime it will go to expected high, but then you can short from here that and exit approximately at this ladder. So this ladder has a value. So these are called the pullbacks and reversal, retrace. So you can kind of quickly see, all right, I'm coming to on S&P expected low 14,890. By the way, this is for Thursday. I can go long from here. How many points? 5 points, 10 points, 15 points. So, so all of these points are given to you on daily basis for 10 items. S&P, Dow, NASDAQ, Russell, crude oil, gold, USD Canada, USD Euro, natural gas. And so 3 currencies, 2 commodities, 1 precious metal, and 4 indices, right? So all of that is given it to you. Then kind of tells you your login history of transaction history of how many months you want to buy it, and that's about it. Kind of, that's it. So that's how you kind of use the areas on your 30-20 and see, okay, which way my thing is heading.
So just go by the levels.
By the level, right? Exactly. But all of this, जब तक टेस्ट करेंगे ना, फिर पता लगेगा.
अभी मुझे 1 month फिर और करना पड़ेगा.
1 month आप ले लें ताकि उसको ना, लेकिन आप निकाल लेंगे, कोई इतना बड़ा बात नहीं है, क्योंकि let's say out of 1 month you should do trial for another 14 days. फिर एक $250 का ब्रोकर अकाउंट खोल लें, हल्का सा उसमें पैसे डालें, उसको टेस्ट करें कि हमारी यही है कि एटलीस्ट आपकी जो फीस है वो तो इसमें से निकल आए ना. GFF is what we GFF sub, sorry global future. हाँ जी, very nice, very nice. नहीं चलेगा ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ तो Ninja 7 ਦੀ फ्री की होएगी. हाँ ठीक है, फिर 8.1 लेना. ठीक है, ठीक 8.1 GFF brokers, सिर्फ गूगल करने.
इसकी अभी जरूरत नहीं.
अभी नहीं, अभी 14 दिन में पहले मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप बैठ के मिड बैंड देख लें.
हाँ,
मिड
मिड बैंड तो मुझे कल से ही समझ आया ना.
हाँ जी,
क्योंकि वो मिड बैंड में की जो लाइन थी वो डेली थी.
ठीक है,
और वो मुझे समझ नहीं आती कि मिड बैंड है क्या.
ठीक है, ठीक.
फिर वो मैंने कॉल करके
Plus you can send me WhatsApp message live and I will reply back, no problem. So
So after this trial period, once we sign up, do we need to go and sign up to a broker account separately? or-
funny thing, exact same question.
Oh, yeah.
Which is no, but I know, no, that's fine. But funny enough, was same question. We recommend that after 14 days, buy the subscription and test the software out for another 30 days, and then within those 30 days, because broker will take a week to open your application, right? So you can call Michelle and say, hey, I want to do a demo. Rafe sent me. I don't get, by the way, any commission. I don't get paid any kickbacks, nothing. So I'm not affiliated with any broker. We just send to Global because they're the best in customer service. They'll open your phone, they pick up the call and open up your, account smoothly, right? There's another one called AMP Futures, and now we have an agreement with them that whether you're a student here, you're a PR, you're on work visa, they'll help our students out. So no problem. If you're a resident out of Canada, you don't need GFF. Ninja is a broker too. Because if you want to do it from India, you can directly go to Ninja and just use Indian bank to do your trading. It is unfortunate that it's banned for Pakistan. Very unfortunate because of geopolitical issues. You guys are okay because half of the US S&P CEOs are Indian, right? So of course they have no choice but to allow you. But for us, it's unfortunate that that we can't sign up on S&P and Ninja.
So during the session you were mentioning that there are your students, they come and see the chart, go to a different platform.
Yeah, that's possible.
So with GFF, it's the same way or
No, with GFF you can connect within Ninja. So that's the beauty of this, that you can go into a connection and then you can. With Ninja, you can connect like 10, 12 different types of like brokers out there or more. Like for, I think I can, this is Ninja 7, but I can go under account connection and I can, let me see, and I add. It's pretty powerful software. Like look, bar chart, continuum, CQ, which is AMP, forex.com, interactive broker, TD, Ameritrade, like, you know, anything and everything you can pretty much do it, you know. So,
So GFF is a good like broker.
it's a reasonable broker for you to kind of, you know, answer questions and there.
So we do trading on the GF after going live.
No, you're a trader. You use, you trade, अगर किसी ने नया, so brand new, you trade S&P 500. You trade S&P 500 futures, right? You use Ninja as your platform. Your GFF is your broker. Your exchange is CME, and your algorithm is super areas. So everybody should know this answer कि यार क्या trade करते हैं? वो कहते हैं हम trading करते हैं, क्या करते हैं जी? हाँ, we are a trader. We are beginner, like who we trade S&P 500 futures or NASDAQ futures or Dow futures or futures market. We trade using Ninja Trader. We trade, our broker is GFF or AMP or Interactive. And next would be your algorithm is Super Areas is our software called. And you trade on which exchange? Depending on gold is traded differently, natural gas is traded different. This S&P is on Chicago Mercantile Exchange, right? So that's it. So kind of like anybody, no, I just feel everybody should know, because if you just say the word trading, and you should know the basics of it, right? What exactly, what do you do and how it all works, right? So, and to be honest, this, anybody who can breathe can do it. Like again, my dad is 74, and you know, the TV remote in Canada has 4 buttons. He doesn't like Android, he likes iPhone because it does everything. He's a very simple man, right? And for him to use my software and make $100 a day, it's easy because he follows, right? It's like green ho gaya, I'm gonna buy. He can't analyze any more than, right? He's like, okay, green hai, it's I'm entering here. He told me stop loss, so biggest issue for me was to coach him how to put a stop loss, because stop loss is a little bit of a trick. You have to do it from the center click. Right, so you do a limit order. So I'll show you how to do a limit order. For example, on a DOM. So let's say if I'm gonna buy, right, and the आप यहाँ देख सकते हैं. So the way to do this is I would go here and मेरी price mid की ये है.
Order pending.
So this is my limit order. इसको मैं कहता हूँ limit order. ठीक है. अब आपकी क्या prediction है कि यहाँ से price ऊपर जानी चाहिए, ठीक है? और आपकी इंश्योरेंस क्या है कि अगर प्राइस नीचे गई तो मैं 12 टिक नीचे ले आऊंगा जो भी पॉइंट होंगे और यहाँ सेंटर क्लिक कर, ये मेरा स्टॉप लग गया. सो मेरा लिमिट लग गया और मेरा स्टॉप लग गया. अब यहाँ से 2 थिंग्स विल हैपन. प्राइस विल हिट एंड गो अप और प्राइस विल गो डाउन, राइट? इफ इट कम्स डाउन एंड हिट्स माय स्टॉप, दैट्स ओके, आई न्यू माय स्टॉप. इफ इट गोज अप एंड इट पुल्स मी इन, आई विल जस्ट click here. Let me turn the volume down, it's too loud here. Okay, so let's go back to DOM. So this is called trailing your profit. So you just move this up. Here if you click wrong, your order is going to get
ये पहला ये कर देता फिर पहला सेल हो जाएगा.
Exactly.
गलती करते हैं.
Exactly. ये बहुत गलतियां हो जाती हैं. So best is get your hand-eye brain combination with the right click. There is a new feature called Chart Trader. It's really convenient because what I tell my dad now, he doesn't even have to use the DOM. So what happens is, let me open up a chart here, 1510. Let's see, where's my 1510? See, this is called the chart. So now he used, before he was doing the DOM, right? Dragging my stop loss up and down, right? So let's see, take a look at what happens here. So now, as the midline is moving, see my midline is right here, right? So I can't go up anyway, but see, I can drag here. So you should see, just see what is happening with my stop loss right here. So right now, let me actually close this and go to S&P to make it more sense. S&P 500, right here. Okay, let's see. All right, so I say I want to sell here. A price has to be above this, so I want to do a sell order here. ये मैंने लिमिट ऑर्डर लगा दिया. मेरा स्टॉप लॉस अब इस साइड पे लगना है क्योंकि मैं नहीं चाह रहा कि मेरा स्टॉप पीछे जाएगा ना. सो when I'm in selling, that's my sell limit, and my stop loss has to be in buy, because if the price goes against me, and against me means price will rise, right? So when I'm shorting, stop has to be. So biggest problem is not trading. Biggest problem is understanding how to use it. To be honest, most people mess up here and they're like, trading nahi lag rahi. So here is my perfect scenario. I'm doing a limit order of, so I'm telling the computer that, hey, when the price comes to 43.6350, pick me up. And if it goes to 43.6550, I'll go even higher, because right now this is 8 ticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ticks is 2 points. You should have it 12 points. But now, because it's moving so fast, you're like, just click here, stop, and move. So I will move it up here. There you go. So as you see, my stop has gone up too. Take a look. मेरा stop भी ऊपर चला गया. So, auto center. Because most of the time using the DOM is just crazy. It's not scrolling. Okay. But just using the chart trader. अब आप इसको यहाँ पकड़ के इधर ले आएं, नीचे ले आएं. ये मेरा stop limits 3 point पे है. ये मेरी buy limit साथ साथ move हो रही है. इसको नहीं.
चार्ट पे कैसे मूव किया?
ये देखिए यहाँ पर लिखा है chart trader. ये देखें, यहाँ पर जाएं, इस पर चार्ट ट्रेडर नज़र आ जाएगा, और मेक श्योर करें कि यहाँ आपका अकाउंट नंबर सेलेक्टेड हो, वरना ये आएगी नहीं. तो इसको मैं यहाँ लिखा होता है चार्ट, यहाँ पर, यहाँ अकाउंट नंबर ज़रूर हो, वरना वो चार्ट ट्रेडर चलेगा नहीं, राइट. सो ये अब आप चार्ट यहाँ से वो कर सकते हैं. उससे फिर होगा, अब यहाँ देखिएगा कि यहाँ नज़र आ जाता है. सो हम गोना से सेल हेयर, ये नज़र आ जाएगा आपको. जब ये मेन्यू नज़र आ जाए ना, तो आपको ऑर्डर फिर डॉम पे लगाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, आप डायरेक्टली चार्ट के अंदर लगा सकते हैं. अब मेरा ऑर्डर लग गया, एंड देन आई विल गो एंड पुट इट एनीवेयर स्टॉप लॉस एंड आई विल जस्ट ड्रैग इट अप. तो दैट्स इट, सिंपल. Whole day you just sit and wait for the midline for trend trading. Whole day you sit and wait for overbought, oversold. Whole day you sit for diversion. That's it. You wait. You don't do anything. Let the computer do the work, right?
ग्रीन ਦਾ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਓਵਰਸੋਲਡ ਓਵਰਬਾਊਂਡ
ਇਹ ਦੇਖੋ, ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਅਗਰ ਟ੍ਰੈਂਡ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ ਲੱਗਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਤੇ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਕਿ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਮਿਡ ਬੈਂਡ ਮੈਂ ਲੈ ਸਕਦਾ. ਫੋਰ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮਪਲ, ਹੁਣ ਇਹ ਵਾਲਾ ਮਿਡ ਬੈਂਡ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਇਹ ਵਾਲਾ I will sell here, because ਇੱਥੇ ਦੇਖੋ ਨਾ, ਇਹ ਵਾਲੀ ਲਾਈਨ ਓਵਰਸੋਲਡ ਹੈ. So you know already that mid band is no longer safe for me, because then you say I bought it here and then, oh my god, my trend changed again, I sold it here, right? So you can precisely calculate every mid band precisely. For example, right here, let me go to look at this. I love shorting market. It just, ये देखें, आपने यहाँ से sell किया था, कितनी गिर गई? 14 point. Just keep dragging your stop loss. Same stop loss that was up here. You just keep dragging, and then done. You're boom. This right here at 151. No. Let's come to this point. At 2 o'clock to 2:20, $500 trade. $500. Multiple lots, $1,000. पूरा दिन करन दी लोड़ नहीं. एक चंगा ट्रेड लग गया तो you're done यार. उस तो बाद फिर ना, don't go back into trading. Target is done. Everything is done. Close your computer and go home, or if you're home, go outside, do something. I have a treadmill in the other office. I just walk, right? So you will see here, my style is I very casually trade. Meaning, I don't panic to trade. My heartbeat doesn't go up, my blood pressure doesn't go up. Reason is, every midline, I know my stop loss is $150. That's it. आराम से जितना आप उसको स्मूथ ट्रेड करेंगे ना, उतनी लाइफ आसान रहेगी, rather than क्या.
ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪੁੱਲ ਬੈਕ ਹੋਈ ਆ
हाँ जी,
ਉਸੇ ਬਲੈਕ ਕੈਂਡਲ ਵੀ ਬਣੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ
बिल्कुल बनी है. लेकिन हालांकि देखो डाइवर्जन ਦੀ पुल बैक सी, लेकिन डाइवर्जन कंफर्म नहीं हुई. ए देखो पीछे डाइवर्जन बनी सी. ए वॉच दिस के लोअर लो लगा, ए लोअर लो लगा, ਇੱਥੇ नहीं लगा. So diversion the line खिंची गई. But diversion doesn't get confirmed until trend changes, right? So here, if the trend changes, I will buy at the market order. कि बस जेड़ा भी है price 2, 4, 5 point, I can take it.
ਜੇ ਉਹ ਮਿਡ ਬੈਂਡ ਅਗਰੀ
Yes, so this is called a diversion trade. So diversion trade happens maybe every few hours, right? 15-10 more, but 15-10 diversion is weak. I call it a weak diversion. But diversion happens on 30-20. Don't have to trade like blindly, like enter, like no problem. And I have people, they see the diversion, 5 lots, 2 points, done, $1,000. They don't wait. They're like, I have, so what is in pipeline in the progress? Of course, we are improving. Since July, software is there. We have made super area more accessible and economical for everybody. So a live stream is now coming, number 1. I do at the end of the day some analysis with newcomers, number 2. An app for Android and iPhone is coming on your thing. So areas, videos, live stream will be on there. Down the pipeline, all of this is going to come on your phone. Because somebody out there back home, we are hiring a staff. They'll be looking at diversion for you. Because I have a lot of guys who don't care about 300, they just don't have the time. They're like, and I tell them, man, if you make time for this, so you can get more time, because biggest commodity is time, right? कहने जी ट्रक चला रहे हैं, कितने बैक के ट्रेड देखिए, right? So for that, we are working on a solution. Idea is, if the diversion is formed, you just get an alert. Hey, diversion is formed. You take trade or not, that's okay. Idea is, so we'll start with S&P, we'll do NASDAQ. NASDAQ really, you don't need anything, you just do from high and low. Russell, gold, and few others. So a lot of things are in the pipeline, and we're really excited to kind of, and if you want to wait about 6 months, this $300 will go down to $100. You know why? You don't even need the software. We're going to bring this software to your mobile for viewing only. Meaning you can open up on your iPad a 30-20 chart. Only issue right now we're having is the streaming is delayed. So by the time divergent comes and goes, you will lose the trade, right? The idea is just to be ahead of the curve, right? But if I was to broadcast this on your phone, like down to 0 latency, and you're like, hey, then you can pick any platform. You can, like, you don't need to sit in front of the computer. You need to have an iPad. You're like, all right, diversion is there, trend change, make an order, get in, get out, right? So, but that is taking time. We're not going to be able to deliver that anytime soon. हाँ जी, लेकिन diversion confirm नहीं हुई, तो नहीं करना, फिर shortage रहना है, shortage. Until this diversion, so ਹੁਣ देखो, this trade I would not take. Personally, because now I know कि ਇੱਥੇ diversion see, trend may change. So right here is 50-50. Somebody took a risk, they made money. Somebody who didn't take a risk didn't lose money. My risk was what, 3 points. So every single trade on a trend trade.
But not safe trade, right?
No, okay. See, it's you have to understand. Every trade is safe trade if you know your loss. Every trend trade you can enter blindly if you know.
Usually we see the background, like the field, like 15, 20 and the
Yeah,
rated and the
selling.
and the like midbound.
Yeah, mid-band is the line.
It's easy, like,
Oh, sir, man, I say, you can breathe, I can show you how to trade. Like how the mathematical calculations is happening, you don't need to know, right? For example, the idea is, again, I always give this example. I'm not Elon Musk or anything. The idea, he didn't invent a car. He didn't make a car. Car was there since Model 3 from Henry Ford, right? All he did is he took that car and he's like, let's put an AI in there, right? So he took the car, same four wheels, same something, and he's like electric and AI, right? Same idea. So all of these fundamentals, Paji, Dasre, they're 60, 70, 80-year-old. Candle charts are 4,000 years old, right? So strength available on TradingView, overbought, oversold available on TradingView, diversion available, Bollinger Band available, moving average available, candles available, bands available, everything is available. But you have to do it yourself. You can buy it, but then your time is consumed analyzing. Here, time is like, I just sit here, I'm like, okay, I'm going to put an entry, So every single, see right here, even though it was a diversion, two traders. One trader says, I'm going to risk $150 and I'm going to enter this trade. Other trader says, no, I'm not going to enter because there is a diversion. Guy who entered took a risk of 150, he made money, right? How much money he made? Let's take a look quickly. 14 points. Like, look at this. He risked $150 and he risked $15 on a micro. He went crazy win, right? So it's all about risk to reward. Kitna lose karna hai, ye samajh aa jaye. If you can manage your risk, money is there. Money is absolutely there. All along money is there. You just sit, ke ji, maine 150 risk karna hai. Again, another $150 risk right after. So he made 10 points or 5 points. Okay, I say 14, I say 5 points, $250. He said, I'm going to jump in another 150 risk, right? Risk $150, what, 7 points? I still give you 2 because I say if the price doesn't go like crazy down, right? Here, so after diversion, 1 diversion, 2, 3, man, of course it's going to change now because over there it's coming oversold, right? So idea is very simple. Know your risk, know your reward, right?
So you recommend for the day trading, scalping, to have these two?
Only these two. DOM, 30, 20, 15, 10, that's it. Nothing else. Keep it simple. Don't overanalyze data.
Or overbought and oversold,
Yeah.
depend on this one.
Overbought, oversold, just match it with the reverse, the ladder I give you. The AI gives you a ladder. Hey, for example, it's oversold, but it's about 4 points away from my expected low. So just wait, right? So idea again, most complicated part in my software is using the software for DOM, right? Idea is, okay, how to put a stop loss. Because if you say, for example, what is the midline? Because people get confused, oh, the price ऊपर जा रही है और यहाँ आएगी तो भाई यहाँ जाके अपना limit order लगा दो buy का. So at this point, if you see this on the screen, it's my buying. If okay, nothing here. ये green है, ये green नहीं है. कुछ नहीं करना, कुछ भी नहीं करना. ये green हो, ये भी green हो. ये उसके mid band से buy कर लें बस. कहाँ निकलना है? 3 point के stop loss पे. That's it. That's it.
ट्रेड करना है 50-10 पे,
हैं?
ट्रेड करना है 50-10 पे,
नहीं ट्रेड 15-10 पे करना है पूरा. हाँ ट्रेड करना है. 30-20 इज कन्फर्मेशन के बड़े टाइम फ्रेम पे क्या हो रहा है, ओवरबॉट है, ओवरसोल्ड है, क्या हो रहा है. तो दैट्स हाउ इट इज. लेकिन आपके कोई क्वेश्चन हो व्हाट्सएप कर सकते हैं मुझे. उस आपसे डिले आएगा लेकिन मैं आपको आंसर कर सकूंगा राइट अवे.
So before happened with me, I'm just new that time and I do forex. I make money that time, but I don't know. Seems like greed is.
But I agreed I cannot stop. Discipline.
And there's waiting for the going down. I still buying.
Okay, our rule says don't average down.
Yeah, that's right.
Averaging down your losing position is suicidal. It'll get you out of the trouble 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, but then it will take everything away, right? And I've done myself too, right? And even after 12 years, I get emotional. I'm after all human, right? And I look at के वो price इतनी गिर गई है, ले लो यहाँ से. वो भाई software कह रहा है नहीं लो, ऐਵੇਂ ले लो, right? So, so I've done every type of stupid mistakes. Like it's called chasing the momentum. I've done everything and everything, right? So, no problem. Take care, guys. Thanks for coming.
Send you the WhatsApp.
Yeah, I'll send you everything. No problem. Sounds good.
Not a question.
Yes.
I wanted to say something. Thank you. Thanks for sharing.
No problem. No problem. Thank you. Anytime. I'll do this session same 12 to 5 on the other location, Highway 7 Western, if anybody wants to come there.
12 to 5?
12 to 5, I'll be there because I have some guys who really need help on clicking, right? So I
Definitely.
no problem, man. Anytime. Sounds good, man. Take care. Have a safe drive.
Okay, buddy.
Okay, sir.
मैं चल जाऊँ फिर कर लूँगा.
No problem, sir.
मेरा फ्रेंड ने कर लिया होगा ना.
ठीक है. No.
ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਆਇਆ ਹੀ ਨਾ ਮੈਸੇਜ.
हाँ जी, आया।
ਕੱਲ ਆਇਆ ਹੀ ਮੈਸੇਜ.
ठीक है.
ਉਹਦਾ ਹੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ.
सर क्योंकि ये WhatsApp 4 बंदे देखते हैं ना, तो शायद मैं नहीं देखा होगा तो गुरदीप भी है.
ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਸੈਟ ਕਰਾ
अरे हो क्या?
ਹੋ ਗਿਆ.
लेकिन ਉਹਦਾ मेक श्योर करें 16 GB RAM होवे क्योंकि 4.
ਕੰਪਿਊਟਰ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡੇ.
ठीक है. No problem.
ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਨਾ ਫਿਰ
स्टार्ट करो उत्थे. नहीं USD फ्रेंचाइज लाओ बेचो जी बिल्कुल. USD फ्रेंचाइज लाओ बेचो बिल्कुल.
ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ 5 ਜਣੇ ਅਸੀਂ 5.
नो प्रॉब्लम. पहले एक ट्राई करो
ਉਹ
ना.
ਕੈਨੇਡੀਅਨ ਹੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ.
ओ वेरी गुड यार.
ਤਿੰਨ ਹੀ ਯੂਐਸ ਦੇ.
नो प्रॉब्लम सर बिल्कुल. एनी टाइम.
ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ WhatsApp ਕਰ ਦਿਓ.
हाँ मैनू मेरे नंबर ते WhatsApp करो ना 647228. ਇੱਥੇ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਜੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ट्रायल भेज ਦਿਓ ਤੇ मैं राइट अवे मेरी टीम मेंबर ट्रायल भेज देगी.
ਇਹ ਉਹ ਤੇ ਉਹ
सारी इंस्ट्रक्शन भेज दूंगा.
ਉਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਲਾਸ ਲਾਉਣੀ.
सारे सारा कुछ.
ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਡਾਊਨਲੋਡ ਕਰੋਗੇ?
नहीं सब कुछ वो सारी टीम मेंबर करेगी कि चार्ट्स भी सब कुछ करेंगे. सिर्फ मैसेज भेज दो तो अगली इंस्ट्रक्शन भेज देना है.
ਓਕੇ
No problem.
ਓਕੇ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ.
All right, guys, 1 hour 46 minutes, and I'm gonna wrap this thing up online. So thank you very much. See you guys 12 to 5 tomorrow, and take care.